For a client of actual length 40, this is what you are going to do. Okay, like I said, you are using the formula actual length 40 plus 2 inches as I demonstrated to you before. If you remember, look at it, actual length plus 2 inches. So we have length 42 inches. So this is the length we are using. Actual length 40. The length we are using for this cutting now, actual length plus 2 inches, that's 40 plus 2, that's 42 now. So quickly we are going to do that. So we are measuring 42 inches, as you can see. 42 inches, as you can see. This is what we are using. So you now mark, use your tailor's chalk to mark that point. Mark that point. As you can see, you mark it. So immediately you get that, the next thing you are going to do, still at the ankle part, is to measure 2 inches inwards from the very edge here. You measure 2 inches inward and put a mark. 2 inches inward and put a mark. Then from there you still measure the ankle. If you can remember, I gave you formula for the ankle, which is let me show you to refresh your mind. Okay, as you can see, I give the formula ankle, actual ankle divided by 2 plus half inch. So in the event of actual ankle of 14 inches, it will now be 14 divided by 2, which is 7 plus half inch. So we are using 7.5 for this cutting, or 7.5. 7.5 is the same thing as 7.5. So that's what we are using here. So you are going to measure your 7.5. Like I introduced in the introduction, I showed you how to use the tape rule. 7.5 is this is 7. So this line that separates 7 from 8, this long line that separates 7 from 8 is the half. So we are using 7.5 like this. You can see my mark here is on that 7.5. So you are going to mark it. So this is for the ankle. So we have obtained our length, we have obtained 2 inches inward. I'm going to explain to you why we did this adjustment of 2 inch inward. Then we now measured our ankle, which is 7.5 in this case. So we are going straight to the waist now. Alright, we are going to the waist. Alright, the waist that we are considering here is 36. The waist we are talking of is 36, and as I've showed you in the formula, the formula for waist, as I demonstrated it earlier, in the event of waist 36, actual waist divided by 4 plus 1 inch, that's 36 divided by 4 plus 1 inch. So which is 36 divided by 4 is 9 plus 1 inch, that's 10. So the waist we are using in this case is 10 inches, as you can see. So quickly you are going to measure 10 inches and you are going to put your mark 10 inches. So this is what you are using for the waist of this particular client. Good. Now let me quickly also say this to you. When you have your actual length, you are going to divide it into 2. So you are going to get the half length. The half length is the exact position where your knee is. So that's where you are going to now measure for the knee. Let's quickly get the half length. The actual length is 40. So 40 divided by 2 is 20. This 20